everyone. Grab your metaphorical sunscreen because today we are diving into one of the hottest, pun intended, topics in international development: climate change. Trust me, this isn't just about polar bears or melting ice caps. Climate Change 101, the basics. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's make sure we are all on the same page about what climate change actually is. What is it? Climate change refers to the long-term shifts in temperature and typical weather patterns in a place. This can be natural, but the kind we are worried about is caused by humans. How do humans cause it? Mostly by burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas for energy. This releases greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, which trap heat like a blanket around the Earth. Why is it a big deal? This extra heat is already changing our climate in major ways, causing rising sea levels, more extreme weather events like floods, droughts, and heat waves, changes in plant and animal life, and a whole host of other problems. The unfair reality: who is hit hardest? Here's the kicker. Climate change isn't affecting everyone equally. The people who are least responsible for causing it are often the ones who suffer the most. Vulnerable communities. Those living in poverty, particularly in developing countries, are more vulnerable to the impact of climate change. They often depend on agriculture and natural resources for their livelihoods, and they lack the resources to adapt to changing conditions. Future generations. Children and future generations will bear the brunt of climate change if we don't act now. They will inherit a planet with more extreme weather, rising sea levels, and a disrupted environment. It's not just bad news, opportunities in the crisis. While climate change is a serious threat, it also presents opportunities for positive change. Cleaner energy. We can shift away from fossil fuels and invest in renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydropower. This can create jobs, boost economies, and improve air quality. Green technologies. We can develop new technologies and practices to reduce emissions, conserve resources, and adapt to a changing climate. Sustainable agriculture. We can adopt farming methods that are more resilient to climate change and reduce the environmental impact of food production. The time to act is now. Climate change is a complex challenge, but the solutions are within reach. It requires action on all levels, from individuals making small changes in their daily lives, to governments implementing ambitious policies, to businesses adopting sustainable practices. Your role in the climate movement. As future development professionals, you have a unique opportunity to be part of the solution. You can raise awareness, educate others about the realities of climate change and the need for urgent action, advocate for change, push for policies that prioritize climate action and support sustainable development, innovate and implement. Develop and implement solutions that help communities adapt to climate change and build resilience. The choices we make today will determine the future of our planet and the well-being of our generation to come. Let's choose wisely, act boldly, and create a world where both people and the planet can thrive.